Hello, love regulators. This is Layla speaking, and today I want to talk about energy. Energy is very important, and it's something that people are just starting to recognize with The Secret and books of that nature. But in my culture, we've always knew about energy. Um, we have just a different word for it, but energy is very important. The way you feel about things can really manifest in a physical way. Energy is no joke. And the examples are this. Have you ever noticed that when you're working in an office environment or very close to a bunch of women, that all of your menstrual cycles seem to start to sync together? Everyone starts to have their period at the same time. Energy. Do you notice people who have lived together a very long time, like maybe your grandparents or neighbors, years and years together, and one dies, and the other one usually passes away, maybe within a year, sometimes 2 years, but usually happens. Energy. Um, these things are very real, and if you do not believe that, I encourage you to look at, and I will put the link here, Dr. Emoto's experiments. I also have this mentioned in my blog about energy. And he has 3 jars of rice. One jar, he says really bad things to it, like you're horrible, you're nothing, you're a loser. The other jar of rice, he says really good things to it. I love you, you're wonderful, you're great. The middle jar, he does nothing. And he lets a week go by, I believe a week, maybe 3 days. Forgive me if I get it wrong, but you'll see it in the video. As these days progress, and he revisits the 3 jars, the one he said all the bad stuff to is rotten. It's completely rotten, spoiled. The second one that he says all the good stuff to is great. It's hardly rotten at all. And the middle one is just nothing much is going on. It's doing its normal rotten thing. So basically, the point he was trying to make is that energy and words really do hold physical power. If you can say things to rice, which is somewhat living, how is your environment treating your body? If you say something to, if someone says to you that you're nothing and you're a loser, how's your body reacting to that? Pretty much the same thing as the rotten in rice in a way, but it's manifesting. It's not necessarily making you rot, but it's making you sick, stressful. So with that being said, consider that. Consider how powerful words are. Consider how powerful energy is. And with that revelation, realize how you can turn it to your advantage. You really should harness this power because you have it, I have it, we all have it. We use it in a wrong way. And the media knows about this. And this is why we are in the state we are. And I will it's so much about the media that I would love I'm really encouraged to write a book just about the media, how it keeps you in a stagnant state and insecure, and it makes you think that to buy is going to make you feel better when it won't. So how do you harness this energy? If words can produce physical results, how do you do it? Affirmations is one thing. There's lots of different things you can do. Affirmations is one. You have to realize that the brain is an amazing machine. It's one of the most powerful machines, I believe, in the entire world. It's more powerful than a computer. And because we are actually electrical conductors, if we could be plugged in to an electrical system, one body has enough energy to light up an entire city block. This is not a lie. This is a fact. Um, that's pretty powerful stuff. So that means you're a powerful person. So with that being said, you have to cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself of this negativity and recharge your energy into positive energy. And I know it's difficult. You got a lot of things against you. If you need any help, I definitely feel that there's a book called, I'm pulling it up now because I want to get the correct title. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, I believe it's called. As a matter of fact, let me do it again. Okay, the bloopers. You know I'm a mess, so leave me alone. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is by Joseph Murphy. As a matter of fact, I will give a link of the book. And I love this book because he is a scientist, and which is very rare. He also believes in God. So he breaks down how strong the subconscious mind is, and how we are putting trash into the mind that we really don't realize we're putting into it. And it's processing it and it's making it happen. And that's a problem. And he breaks down on how that happens and how you can turn it around to make it positive. It's a very enlightening book. It will open your mind. I ask you to have patience in reading it. For those who are not bookies, or for those who look as books as entertainment, some books you really have to take it in a very scholastic way. Is to learn. I know books. The book I'm making is entertaining. This one is very. I wouldn't say it has anecdotes, but it's not completely technical. But it's a read that you're forced to pay attention. So I really encourage you to read this book. But anyway, so the tips that I offer is meditation. I know it's hard for a lot of us to meditate because we're busy with our lives. But even if you take just 20 minutes, I promise. It takes about 15 minutes for the body to actually get into the meditative state. So if you could take a half an hour, that would be awesome. Meditation is a very good way to start to clear the gook in your brain, the mind. And once you get to that state, that's when you start affirming. Affirming means to state, to put forth, to say, look, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am intelligent, I am this way, I am that way. Now, you'll probably say, well, how is this working for me? I could say that all day, doesn't make it happen. Because your subconscious mind really is the controller. It pretty much does everything. You're breathing now, you don't even know you're breathing. You're digesting, you're not really paying, because your subconscious is controlling that. It's powerful. It's really a second part of you. And things that you consciously do not notice, subconscious knows it. If someone's playing really nasty music about women and you're bitches and hoes, you're not paying attention because you're walking down the street, you're concentrating on where you're going, but your subconscious mind is picking that up and it's taking in that information and it's saying, okay, I have this information, what do I do with it? And it either holds it and you end up using it, not saying in a good way. So when you affirm things, you are talking back to your subconscious. You are giving your subconscious orders to execute. And this is on a purely physical level. I'll get into the spiritual part in a minute. You say, look, I'm going to lose weight. I'm losing weight. I don't need to eat donuts every day. I'm not into sugar every day. You consciously are saying, I like sugar. Why am I saying this? I like sugar. What the hell? But when you keep saying it over and over, again, focus and concentration in everything you do will produce results. Your subconscious is saying, okay, I'm hearing that you don't like sugar. You don't like sugar. Okay, let's see. You don't like sugar. Okay, let me see what I can do to fix this because I keep hearing that. So, okay, that's being communicated to me. Okay, let me not want sugar. Okay, so it starts to communicate with the body, and it tells the body, look, we don't really want sugar like that, because I'm being told that that's not what we want to do. So we're going to shut it down. And no one's saying that you're going to stop liking sugar, okay? But I promise you, the need will not be as much. And that's just an example, okay? If you want a promotion, you can say, look, I want a promotion. I got the promotion. I have the promotion. I'm strong. I'm confident. I know how to do the job back and forth. I'm doing good. Your subconscious takes that and says, you know what? I got to do something with the brain to speed it up, to make it remember better, because we are good and we're strong. And I have to do that because I'm being told to do that. So let me do that. And it works. It does what it has to do. In a spiritual sense, back to the energy thing. Energy is energy. Again, you sit next to people, your menstruation cycles sync. So if that's a thing that happens, then energy is energy. Period. So thinking about these things, that you can do these things, you are sending out vibrations, positive vibrations, being confident, feeling that you got whatever it is you want, feeling that you're going to lose weight, feeling that you are a wonderful person, feeling that you're smart. You are sending those waves out there to the universe. You are in a way praying. I would very much like for you to pray to God. I believe in God, and there is a God, and we'll get into that in another video. But for those who really are agnostic, okay, so you're sending it out to the universe, because energy is energy regardless, and you are sending out what you need, and those waves will come back to you. I wouldn't say this if it wasn't true. I'm not selling anything, so I'm telling you the truth right now. I've done the same thing. I've had times in my life where I just hated just the environment I was in, and I was just a horrible, mean. I wouldn't say I was horrible. I was never horrible to anyone, but I was just very agitated all the time. And when I took the time to meditate, think about what I want, visualize what I want, feel the feelings, smell the smells, believe that it's mine. Sometimes it happened like the next day. Sometimes it took months, but whatever I wanted, got it. And you can do that too. So meditation is the key. So to recap, energy is real. You could say something bad to something, and if it could rot, what are the bad things you say in your head doing to your body? Affirmations and meditations are the key to getting what you want. That's one of the main things. The book that I mentioned is a very good, helpful tool to use to understand that. I have the PDF link down there so you can read it. And just clear out the gunk in your head. Understand that the subconscious picks up things that you consciously do not notice. So you have to wake up your subconscious and let it know that you are awake and this is what you want, and you communicate it with it so it can work and affirm what you're saying. Because the thing about subconscious is it wants to produce results, and that's what it does. It does a lot of things, but if you say that you hate yourself, it's going to do stuff to confirm that. You say if you love yourself and that you're a great person, it's going to do stuff to confirm that. So anyway, I will be talking about that in detail, about how the media is responsible for putting you in such a state so you can be in a fog and you can hate yourself and you can basically be a slave to buy things and stuff like that. But that's a very long video. Might be a two-parter. Maybe I'll do it today. We'll see. Anyway, this is Layla signing off. Bye.